Dude, my breast milk is gonna curdle. This is gonna be awful.
Yo, Sarah!
Betwixt the ruby seas, deep in the eye of the storm, a bastion of beef and hope lies nestled in the sand. 4 men, almost lost to the deep, now find tranquility within its walls. And now, they're inviting you in for a tale unlike anything you've ever heard before.
We inside, we outside.
Yeah.
Zone.
All right. Hi, welcome to Beef Boys.
Sarah's here.
Yeah, so we're here with Sarah Schauer.
Sarah Schauer's here.
Hey guys.
I'm gonna need a Sarah shower after this, if you know what I mean. It is hot. I'm sweaty.
God.
That means he's going to expose himself. Sarah, thanks so much for taking the time to waltz in here and fucking keep us company on this deserted island.
Yeah, we've been
This
very excited to have you on.
getaway.
We were all very surprised when you said you liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Taco Bell setup, and I love Courtney. Also, you made this shower joke. You know, you're gonna need a shower after this. People make shower jokes all the time, so it's like really funny.
Has anybody ever done it in like the piss contest?
Wait, what?
Piss contest in the piss context, like
Yeah,
oh,
no.
Sarah
In high school, my nickname was Golden Shower because I was blonde and I like being peed on. Because I was blonde and my last name was Shower, and so it was just like a funny thing that everyone really like harassed me with, and I never like. It was so funny all the time. Everyone, it was so funny.
As soon as I said it, because I literally talked about that with, I think it was Andrew like 2 days ago. Like, oh man, every time you make a joke about someone's name, they've 100% heard it before.
Yeah.
And then I just fucking go and do it. The stress got to me.
Well, that was me, and I understand Sarah's pain because my name on Steam has been Gandalf the Grey for 7 years.
That's right. That's why we were talking about it.
Can anyone find the joke in that name?
I have no idea.
It's a rhyme. It's a bar.
Gandalf the Gay?
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Every time I go into a lobby, someone's like, "Hey, Gandalf the Gay, what's up, idiot?" My watch thinks I'm running right now. That's how little exercise I get. I get on the podcast and I start talking. My heart rate's already at like 85.
As soon as James has to talk to a girl.
Like, bro, sit down.
Your watch is like stand up, like Jesus.
Sarah, what do you do on the internet?
What do I do? I'm a YouTuber and now a podcast host, and I'm also a TikToker.
She's just like me.
Hell
Hell yeah.
So you guys.
You do like Minecraft Let's Plays, right?
Of course, yeah, that's what I'm known for. I've never played Minecraft. I've never played a video game except Ratchet and Clank.
That's a pretty good singular game to have.
If you're gonna pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the free game that came with the PS2. So like it wasn't even like I bought it because I liked it. I was just like, oh, Ratchet and Clank PS2, and then my brother just took it over. So I've never played anything since. I'm too afraid to.
Well, you know what? I mean, I feel like if you've played Ratchet and Clank, you've played every video game.
You never played like
I mean,
Flappy
come on,
Bird?
Let's be honest.
No, I've never played
Temple Run? Back of the bus? Like 2011? Temple Run?
I've been in the back of the bus, but I've never played it.
Cool kid.
That's a game.
Cool kid, yeah, for sure.
So you're a gaming YouTuber who does Ratchet and Clank reviews. Go on.
Yeah, I do Lego unboxing videos, and No, I'm a YouTuber who makes like stupid commentary. It's like a hybrid channel. Like I make like commentary things, but I also like paint my body pink and dress up like sexy Patrick Star from like SpongeBob the movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then so
three out of 4 of us have done that here, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like
who's the fourth person who hasn't done it?
I think you can guess.
Andrew. And so then
kudos. He's
he doesn't have
afraid
a
of it being
shape.
misinterpreted as blackface.
It's pink enough as it is.
I am so sorry, Andrew. I think you do have the shape for sexy Patrick Star.
I do have the shape.
And then Brittany and I have a podcast called Violating Community Guidelines, and it's like the top 20 like overall podcasts right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
go.
the numbers on that were crazy. I was super hype about that.
Yeah.
It was
Like, that's
insane.
crazy.
We did like our first episode on Facebook Marketplace, and then AI influencers. We used that term completely wrong. And then we did furries, and then this next episode is about conspiracy theories online.
That's going to be a fucking banger.
That's going to be a banger. Conspiracy theories are so fun.
You can speak about that for like 10 hours or so and he scratched the surface.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to, and then we were like, oh my God, so many of these are so racist and anti-Semitic. And, we don't want to like contribute to the spread of misinformation, so we started talking about the Denver airport for like 30 minutes.
You want to cover the innocent ones? Like people thought that Avril Lavigne was like swapped out for another person.
Yeah,
Have you heard that one? Yeah.
Like she's
She, like,
not real.
died.
And then also like Greta Thunberg is like a time traveler, and we were like, there's no way that she's a
believe that
time
one.
traveler. Because like if she had a time traveling machine, it would take up so much energy, and that's completely against like what she's about. So it's
Right.
but she
Yeah.
is. It's crazy. It's really funny.
So is that like,
epic.
do you guys go into an episode like with a topic that you want to like dedicate that episode to?
Yeah, we think of like all the craziest shit that we've ever seen on like the internet, and like we sat down for a couple hours. Like we have ASMR on there, we have blind items on there, we
That's
have
what's up.
VTubers. So it's just like these are the ones that are coming down the pipe.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, and we also have a research assistant. So like if we get anything wrong, it's all like on him. He's just a guy who lives in Chicago.
Oh,
That's
so
funny for
Okay,
us.
point at.
unpaid,
Yeah.
I hope.
No, he's paid. Oh my gosh.
That is so anti-American of you. You
I know. Come on.
socialist.
You gotta
pay
have
your
like an
employees.
8-year-old Taiwanese boy doing this work. And you don't pay him. You pay him in like cashews.
Yo,
You guys are saying shit I'm too afraid to. I cannot say, but yes.
you say cut. Tell Courtney to cut anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's
literally
anything
like a
to say.
2-minute podcast at this point. Like there's so much I'm afraid of. It's just-
Pretty much, we just like to riff and just bullshit and fucking tug on our dicks for
Throw shit
like,
at the
an
wall.
hour ish.
right, I can do that.
Harder for you, but
No,
Yeah.
I can
But
put on
Sarah-
a strap, and then we can all do it together.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
I can put my one on too.
Where would you?
Yeah, he has like the one where it's like your penis is too small, so you get like a
Yeah.
shell.
Oh, it's like
you
an
know,
extension, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
cock sleeve.
You get it.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
the talk of like having to tell your boyfriend that like had to sit him
No.
down and be like, we need
I
to get
lived
the penis
that.
extension.
You lived
I
that?
lived that. Not me personally, but like I used to work at a
That's
sex
why I thought
shop.
about that. Yeah, don't please.
Yeah, I
that
used to work at a
happened
sex
him.
shop. Yeah, and plenty of couples would come in to buy a cock sleeve.
Oh.
And it just, you can't help but feel bad for the dude. Because, you know, like, he's the one that's fucking seething his great silver into the little fucking purple Barney shoe. Just be able to please his girlfriend.
That makes me so sad.
Well,
But, yeah, that's, you know, it's another world.
But you got to do what you got to do, I suppose.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I really do.
it's part of living. Speaking of living, Sarah, so,
You live.
well, I guess this is mostly for all of you, but I planned something very special for this episode with you in mind, Sarah. So I want to direct your attention to this stream I'm about to start. Courtney, cut around all this. Let me get this set up here.
Oh.
Sarah, you're gonna love it, and if you don't,
You'll kill yourself.
I'm gonna end my life. All right.
He's gonna live stream it on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my God.
That's what I thought. That's
like
what I
that.
thought she meant at first. Like you guys posted your first podcast to like Facebook Marketplace. I was like, yo, that's an untapped market. Let's fucking
That's a
go.
We're
bold
selling
strategy.
ourselves, yeah.
So I had this idea the other day, and
Okay.
I realized that we're all familiar with Cameo, the app Cameo, where you can
Of course.
hire celebrities and actors to do a little shout out for your buddy who's having a birthday, or just maybe he's
Yeah,
down
yeah.
on his luck. Maybe he's thinking about ending his life, like I am. If Sarah doesn't like this, you know that on Cameo you can hire people, complete randoms that just create a Cameo account, and they do shout outs for people, and it's fucking dirt cheap, and the turnarounds are pretty fast. So I put together, I ordered some Cameos for everyone in this
Let's
call.
go.
Sarah, I got you 2 because one of them I thought was going to fall through, but then they didn't. So no, you have 2 Cameos. So I have Cameos for all of you.
Yes.
From very zany characters on the internet. So Sarah, this first one is for you. This is a group called Those Klein Boys, and they rap in like a Beastie Boys format.
Let's go.
So I told
Yeah.
them to make a song about you being nervous to come to Beef Island.
Dude,
so,
my breast milk
here-
is gonna curdle. This is gonna be awful.
That is the
you're ready.
best analogy for cringe I've ever heard in my life.
I wish I could use that.
DJ, spin that fucking shit.
Yo, Sarah, there's no need to be hiding. Don't have a cow when you visit Beef
This
Island.
is from Joe Place. He's giving you a holler but he's a crazy guy who thinks he's making cholera.
So does Matt, Andrew, and Dr. James. Crazy Kudos does too, but they're all insane.
Just avoid the abandoned shack of ghost tacos. Hey, what's on the floor? You don't want to know.
bars.
Sarah, jokes aside, you're gonna have an amazing time when you visit Beef Island.
Have a blast.
Yes.
These guys are fucking awesome. What the
Thank you so much.
They look like they're about to go do a backstage fucking interview at Warp Tour 2014. They're fucking.
Okay, I think I'm gonna kill myself when I leave. And I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna go straight up the wrist.
There you go. Vertical.
Oh my god.
on Facebook Marketplace?
On
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
Does anyone
Facebook
want my
Live
blood?
Marketplace. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, thoughts?
That was horrible. How much was that?
I think that one was. I think it was like $8 for that one.
$8? What a
Cheap to
steal.
write a whole song.
I feel like I just rode the subway in New York City. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so fun.
Fucking.
Do you feel like you need a
the dude
shower
on the
after that
left,
one?
bruh. The dude on the left had bars. The dude on the right was. His like syncopation and shit was so off that I thought he like had a foreign accent. Like I thought he came at me with like a Polish English accent because
Here's
he
the
just
thing.
completely missed the beat.
No, here's the thing. So all of these cameos I have here, I put them into Premiere because I wanted to like edit them because like some of them there's a lot of like one of them you'll see in a second. It's just like the dude rambles on and it doesn't make any sense. So I had to cut around it like to kind of get him to get to the point. But for that one, I started subtitling it. I literally started adding
I don't know what they
subtitles, and
said.
I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like, I know that there's a bit about like, don't eat the tacos, you're gonna catch cholera, and then there's like shit on the floor. But like, I wanted to subtitle exactly what they were saying, but I couldn't.
I don't blame you.
We need to upload that to Genius. See if we can get the community.
Is it
Yeah.
SoundCloud?
Yeah, let's.
We're gonna do
if we
numbers.
upload that, who owns it? Like,
Technically, I do.
Yeah.
because-
Hey.
well, actually,
Don't
Sarah
export
does.
the
because-
NFT.
Yeah, I bought the NFT of Sarah's freestyle.
Sarah has a claim to it though. Like if that pops off, she can definitely take you to court. And it
Yeah.
could pan
Someone
out.
tries to sample it, and I'm like, no, pay me.
Yeah, exactly.
So this next one is for Andrew.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Andrew, this one was very difficult to lock down.
Oh my god.
I went through a lot of people. I wasted a lot of money, and nobody wanted to do it out of fear of being disrespectful. So,
Wait,
good.
hold on. So do you still pay them even if they reject it?
No.
they pretty much they put like a hold on your card, and
Oh, sure.
I did like a bunch of them, and none of them fell through except for this guy. This guy fucking he came through. So
Oh.
Genuine olive.
random reference.
This dude looks like a Fallout 4 character.
He kind of does.
Wait, did you order a cameo for a priest? Like you told this guy that he was a priest?
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
Andrew
God.
has a bit on this show where he plays a pastor and he gives us sermons in like the bathroom.
Yeah, the
So,
last one did not go well. All of these idiots converted to Judaism.
Hell
That is
fucking
to
yes.
Judaism.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
say that's a
but-
pretty solid
I
plan.
reverted
Shit
on
my
that, but yeah.
foreskin off to God.
So I googled just pastor and then I face swapped it with Andrew and then I aged him up a bit to make it look real.
What is him?
Dude, I was gonna say, I thought it
That's
was Bill
convincing
Murray.
as fuck. What the hell? That's actually Andrew in 30 years.
It looks like, that's like pretty on. It looks like Bill Murray in like a really bad role he didn't want to take.
Yeah. So I really have to. At first, I wasn't going to preface this one, but I feel like I have to because I think it'll be funnier. But one guy that I hit up, I told him that Father Andrew is a local pastor on our island. And he loves when people speak in tongues because it makes him feel holy, like he's doing his job correctly. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, I can't do this. It's really disrespectful." And I told him, like, no, it's a joke. Just do it. This guy, I didn't even have to tell him it was a gag. He just fucking did
He
it.
was just in
So-
it. He doesn't give a shit.
He was just in it. So here it is.
Hello, Father Andrew. This is Ankur Malhotra, and I would like to thank you for spreading the word of the Lord. And the people of
problem.
Beef Island are very happy to have you. God bless. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam.
Yes! I feel so holy.
Was he speaking in tongues or just Hindi? What was happening?
I can't tell.
Play it
I don't
backwards.
know.
Yes, if you play it backwards, it's in English or something.
Do you think he put that much effort in? Like maybe he did. It's like it
I
makes
think
perfect
he was
sense
just
if you put it
speaking another
backwards.
language. I don't think that was necessarily tongues. I
Yeah.
think he was probably just like speaking another language.
He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna speak Indian. You won't know.
Yeah, this white guy won't know the difference. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He made his money. Bless up.
Shout out.
All right, this next one's for James. James, this one was also hard to get, but this guy turned it around really fast.
Let's go. Oh God, is that a GameStop employee?
I think he works at a vape shop.
Okay,
There's
even
like
better.
vape juice behind him.
Even better.
He does have strong
So
vape energy now that I look at it.
Last time I was in a vape shop, someone bought like fake pee, and they had to like say to the camera that it was not for drug purposes. So,
And then they just
That's
drink
pretty
it.
cool.
let's build on
They
that.
did chug
If
it.
you drank fake pee and then pissed it out, would it?
It'd be real pee.
P squared, yeah. Do you think they go through the effort for like if they can like basically like chemically get fake pee like on point? Do you think that they flavor it also? Because that's not like necessarily like they don't have to, but
Right.
That's the high. That's the top shelf fake pee. If
Okay,
you're buying
yeah.
if you're buying home brand fake pee,
Yeah.
it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's like the
knock
difference
off.
between like Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke. You know, like only
Yeah.
people who like are like really good at like tasting pee can like distinguish it.
Right.
I have
No,
heard
100%.
I have heard those
This is diet piss.
some of those kits even come with like those like hand warmers you have in winter that you like put in your pockets. They come with one of those so you can heat up the pee so that if you like have to pass like a cup to your boss, they're not like, damn, this is
Right.
cold ass pee.
Don't you have to like put it in like a condom? Like
are you
when
like legally
when you-
dead? Like Jesus.
Yeah. Damn, you got a cold dick, son. I don't want to work
It's
with
nice
someone who's got a
cold.
cold dick.
All right, so this is to James Miller from Dopplex. James, congratulations on your movie. James just finished filming his movie Shallow Hal 2. Return to Shallow Island. A fan film he's very passionate about. Ah, you're a bitch. You're a trolley baller. You're a floppy top. You don't brush your teeth. There you go, guys. So yeah, congratulations, James. You're knobhead.
what?
Is he like drooling? Why is he
His lips are
drooling when he's
moist.
saying this?
Maybe. Did you send him a picture of me? That might be why.
No, I didn't send him anything. I think his thing is like roasting.
No, yeah.
So I told him like, oh, just congratulate my buddy James on finishing his movie Shallow Hal 2: Return to Shallow Island. This guy's like, you're a bitch.
But the
Really
thing
didn't like
is
the
like
first one. He thought Jack Black's performance was like super subpar and like, you know, shouldn't even go for a
Yeah.
second one.
There's something funny about going to someone whose job is roasting and then not giving them anything to go off.
Yeah. So they just
So
sort of
they just
like,
go
you're
to
an idiot.
defaults.
You're
You
not
suck.
an idiot. You suck.
wait, no, that'd be funny if you only sent him like again the picture of the priest and then he came up with this. It's like,
He's still
this
spot
priest looks
on.
like Shallow Hal.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, this man is intuitive.
It's uncanny.
Definitely, he's into good cinema. This one's for Kudo.
Oh shit.
This is easily the longest one I got. So
Much like me.
Jesus.
this dude.
You should have sent this guy to the last guy and said, "This is James."
That literally looks like a guy I worked for. He looks like he owned Ciro's Pizzeria in New Jersey.
I love
maybe
this
it is
man already.
Why does he not have a shirt?
Wait, is he
I don't
know. I
famous?
didn't tell him
Like, why
to
is
do
he?
that.
Wait, why is he on Cameo? Like, what is he known for?
This.
Nothing.
His presence
This
alone.
guy.
No, but tell me you don't go on Cameo and you're looking through the home screen and you see this and you're like, I don't care what he's known for. Fucking tell me shit.
He's got an
Throw him some
energy
money.
about him. He's got
Yeah.
charisma.
Hey, kudos. Hey, broski.
Hello.
I'm sorry that you lost your pet sugar glider, man. That fucking sucks, broski, man. I am so apologetic, man. Losing a pet that you love so much must fucking hurt, broski. I know it hurts. I had my dog just died a few years ago, but not a few years, one year ago, man. And sending him to the vet to put him down was one of the hardest fucking things I've ever done. Our animals, they would have wanted us to move on, because they would have moved on if we died. And just know that they're in a better place and they're not suffering no more. And they're happy. And even be strong enough to get another sugar glider, broski, you know. But it won't ever be the same as the original sugar glider.
Why would he
you know what I mean?
say that?
Much respect, broski. How you doing, man? I love you, man. New Zealand loves you. Your pet sugar glider loves you, bro. And sorry that you're diagnosed with DEFCON 6 anus cancer. You are having shit happening to you, broski. But I'm telling you, man, if you keep on moving forward, you keep on getting the medication you need and everything else, you keep your spirits up. People who always get second half shit happening to them are the strongest people of all time, broski. You're gonna do fucking excellent, man. Once that DEFCON 6 anus cancer goes away, get yourself a new sugar glider. As a reward, bro, that you survived and you were strong, bro. You got it, man. You're gonna do it, broski. You had your anus for this long, you're gonna have your anus for the rest of your life, and you do good. You're gonna shit like a fucking goddess with that anus, broski. Yo! You're gonna make it. Peace out.
What the fuck did you give him as a prom?
Shout out that guy, whatever the fuck, yo. He's the top link of the Cameo people. Fuck that.
I genuinely love that dude. He seems like a fucking rag guy. Holy shit.
Anus for life and shit. And like a fucking...
I don't even know what a fucking sugar glider is. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he said you shit like a goddess. That was the funniest shit I've ever heard. I'm gonna put that in my fucking Bumble bio.
Shit like a goddess.
You should put a photo of him in your bio.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This guy said I shit like a goddess. Let's go.
That's amazing. Holy
What
fuck.
fucking prompt did you give him?
Literally,
I almost don't
literally,
want to know.
it was two sentences. I literally just said, my buddy lost a sugar glider and he was diagnosed with DEFCON 6 anus cancer. And then he fucking sends me this long ass.
Please send me that. I want to post that to Twitter. That guy's the funniest fucking dude. I love him.
Fucking shout the fuck out.
What the fuck? Okay, can I just one question real quick? What the fuck is a sugar glider?
It's like a little
flying
squirrel.
Yeah. They have like wings.
We don't have. They're not allowed here.
How do you know? You just asked what they were. How do you know that they're not allowed there?
Yeah, maybe they are there.
What is that? We can't have it.
Mom said no.
They got eaten by the giant fucking turtleback spiders.
Yeah, they wouldn't survive. They wouldn't survive here. That's how I know. Anything below cat size gets killed on sight.
They were like the pawns in the Great Emu War. Like they were with the humans, but the emus recruited the turtleback spiders, and they just like charged like the fucking fight in Lord of the Rings, and the spiders just ate them. It was fucking epic.
That's all real, by the way. You can look that up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh,
Facts.
thank you, Netflix. I hope you treated yourself to one, surely.
I didn't, but I do have another one for Sarah.
Let's go.
So this is the last one.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
this
hear
is
it.
the last one. So Sarah, I hope you
Holy
enjoy.
fuck, that's funny.
Let me pull this up.
The
so
anus
sad.
cancer came out of nowhere and fucking
Yeah, that shit went in.
blindsided me.
So,
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
Why are these men shirtless?
Duck Dynasty.
The
I
is just
to be
waiting for the
shirtless.
reveal.
no. That literally looks like my uncle.
Looks like my baseball coach.
Watch that be my uncle.
That
Maybe
makes
it- well,
fucking crazy.
this is actually a duo. It's a father and son duo.
Thank God.
So maybe I got your
my
your
cousin and
family
my
tree in
uncle.
this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That looks like Nakey
Smell
Jakey.
that, Sarah. That's the scent of time passing. It's your birthday.
Do you want to play Wii Sports on my Nintendo?
What the fuck?
It's literally.
What the fuck? Well, Sarah, do you?
They definitely fuck.
Oh, they definitely.
100%.
Sarah, would you like to play Wii Sports on his Nintendo?
I would rather kill myself.
Okay.
Thank you, Doplex. That was
Yes, the Doplex. That was fucking great. Thank you.
Can we just get a real vibe check on the difference between my shirtless guy and the last two shirtless guys?
Yeah.
Look, my shirtless guy, you'd want to get a beer with and hang out and like hear his stories because it feels like he's very genuine.
The other ones are on a registry somewhere.
Those other guys would like follow you in their pickup truck.
Yeah.
I literally blacked out and all the nipples just blended together. They're pretty much like the same person to me. Like all I'm seeing is just the same man over and over again.
That's like, Poetic almost.
They all, to use your analogy from earlier, their milk was definitely curdled. Those last two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
We all share the same bra.
100%.
Size, definitely.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't continue because when he was like, "Do you want to play Wii Sports with me?" I about had to tap out.
Yeah, I was like,
please tell me this ends soon.
That?
I will say for those guys, they did my prompt like 1-to-1 verbatim. I literally said, count to 3, you and your dad fart, then do a belly shot, and then like I fucking directed them in the prompt, and they did everything like perfect. And they were the most expensive ones, believe it or not.
But that'd be funny if they like. It would be like really funny if they like freestyled. You gave like very specific like instructions, and they were like, "No, fuck it, we're gonna shit on camera and then pee on each other."
We're gonna throw our feces
Yeah, what
at
would
each
their
other.
brain come up with? You know?
Yeah.
Duplex is just
Like,
watching
like,
it, just
make
like, oh!
I almost feel like it's funny to just give them no direction. It's just like you did with the fucking roast guy. Like you just said his name is James, and he's like,
Wait, no, that would be so funny if you ordered a Cameo and the only prompt instruction was someo's name.
Yeah.
And like they have no idea what to do with it. It's just like Andrew, and they're like,
Freestyling, baby.
or it just says, just have fun, smiley emoji.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Cameo these past few days. Just going through and just seeing everybody on there. A lot of people are very pretentious. There's this guy named Southside Jake. He's like a Eminem type, you know. And I was like, hey, can you rap about Sarah?
Miracle.
And like immediately he declined it. I don't know if it was because I told him about rap about excrement, but a lot of people.
Man, I got standards, man.
that's actually crazy
Southside
because because shit and poop rhymes with so much. Like he wouldn't like take that like Cameo request.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be such an easy rap.
And he could have come up with like,
exactly.
you know, like with his rap mind, he could have came up with like, he could have redeemed the shower joke, you know, like he could have gotten like a shut-da-da-ba-da-da-da-da, and I'd be like, yo, have you ever heard that one before?
Skipping in the shower.
Yeah, he hits you with like the angle you've never quite heard before. And completely opens up a new world of shower jokes.
Yeah. And it launches his career.
He rhymes it with like a racial slur. He just goes all in.
No. How does he rhyme so many racial slurs with my last name? Shower? There's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. He would find a way, and then you'd be like, "Damn, that's how he's like the new Eminem." You know, Eminem found ways to rhyme with like orange.
He
like
said
he found a way to
orange,
make
like orange.
Somehow this man like rhymes the F slur with shower. And that actually, I paid for that.
Whoa!
Holy
He
shit.
finds a way, like flawlessly. Man, Southside Jake isn't fucking around, guys.
I love this. We should start a Cameo. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Yeah, but not for like what we do, just like as regular people. Like we'll do like motivational speeches. You know?
Yeah.
No, but you guys you all should start a Cameo, but it's just all four of you speaking over each other. So like they send a prompt, and you guys just like talk like way too loud. That'd be actually really fucking funny.
And it's all just like, no, you no, sorry, you go, yeah.
No, you go. No, go ahead.
Hey,
so
I want to hear these guys
first.
do this more often. Subscribe to Beef Boys.
Sorry, what was that, Andrew? Sorry. Oh, no, you go, Andrew. It's all good.
No.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say wasn't important. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, Sarah, you were saying something?
I took wait. Okay, this is a separate thing. I took an improv class at the Groundlings, but it was online. So like it was like over Zoom, and so like improv is like yes, and we were supposed to interrupt each other like over like the fucking camera, and so it was just like and then everyone else was like, and like every scene was ruined by like 30 seconds of, hey, well, what if, no, hey, okay. So it was the worst thing ever, and I paid $500 for it.
Fuck.
Oh my God. It's
You
okay,
should have
but
recorded
now,
the whole entire thing. Just screen capped the entire thing and just edit it down.
there was a couple in my class. They were like taking it at the same time. In the first lesson, they were both in the same car, and so like they shot either side of the car, like right and left side of the car, and they were both trying to like talk over each other. But there was also the echo of the fact that they're in the same fucking car. It was awful.
Ugh.
Well, they're not allowed home. Why'd they record in a car?
Couple thing to do.
They're trying to do what James Corden does.
Let's do a quick improv right now. All right, Sarah, you're on a podcast named Beef Boys. Action.
I shit my pants.
Yo, that $500 was well spent.
That would have been right up our alley.
I love the laugh track so much. Oh my gosh, I love the soundboard so much.
Come on, boys.
Hit a few more.
Boys, hit it with everything we got.
She's just gonna leave.
Thank you. One of my favorite things to do. Wait, guys, shut up for a second. One of my favorite things to do when I go to a bar and I order a drink, they're like, "Are you celebrating anything?" I always say 2 years sober, because then they're just like, "Fuck." It's really funny.
Is that a thing they ask at bars?
Yeah, and like they'll be like, "Are you celebrating anything?" If like it's like a big drink, and then you're like 2 years sober, and they're like, "Shit."
Just like flashbangs, and they're like,
yeah.
Have you ever had one be like, I don't want to contribute to your downfall. Like I would like, let's keep you on track. You're like, no, please give it to me. And they're like, no, now you're even more desperate. I will not play a hand in this. You're like, no, I was joking.
Since I live in LA, they're pretty much like, if they can make money, they won't really like help me out.
That's true.
okay.
It's just like, oh, fun, you're ruining your life.
Yeah.
Have fun. Good luck.
I wonder if there's some bartender out there who's like just like going to therapy meetings like, I'll never forget I gave someone who was celebrating 2 years of sobriety
I
a
have
drink.
enabled so many people and it's ruining my life.
Yeah.
But I'm rolling in tips. But it's blood money.
I'll never forgive myself.
But here's a prompt we can go off as well. So you're the first guest who can actually answer this, Sarah. Do you guys remember the first time you ever saw a vagina?
My own. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the quickest answer.
Come on, kudos. Come on, man.
Is that true? Oh, no, it's not true.
Besides your mum's, obviously.
Yeah,
which I'm sure we all remember vividly.
Yeah.
No, also, that's actually a very unique situation. My mom was pregnant with me when she was in med school. And so, like, if she wanted to give birth for free, they would have to, like, film it. So she would have to give birth in a class. And so they had, like, about, like, 30 people in the room while my mom gave birth. And they filmed it. And they had, like, an instructor, like, talking everyone through what's happening. And so whenever I would upset my mom when I was younger, she'd start to cry and she's like, I just want to see my baby. So she'd put on the film of me being born. And so I would watch myself being born when my mom was upset. So my mom's, I wasn't aware that I had anything down there until I saw my mom's and I was like, I should check it out.
I should investigate.
Wait a second.
Get a hand mirror.
I should really
right, that's what they're talking
this.
Yeah.
Your mom set you up for stardom though. Like you were born to an audience. Like
I know.
That's true.
Shit. Like is that like a metaphor or what? Like
that is like a metaverse. That's like Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse.
Yeah, and like the same thing happened. My dad, he filmed himself. Actually, I can't even make that joke. Yeah. I was meant for stardom.
You can make any joke on this podcast. Don't worry.
Nothing's off limits.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I can't even think about that anymore. I've seen my mom's vagina.
I saw a little vajingo. Was it on the? Can you? That sounds.
Wait, what'd you just ask?
Hold on.
Wait, yeah. What?
I wanted to hear what Sarah was gonna say.
Yeah, I also want to hear what Sarah was about to. Yeah.
No, I just seen my mom's vagina way too much. Like I made her so upset. Like imagine like every time you made your mom upset and like she like reflexively pulled out the pussy tapes and you just had to look at it. It's not even a sexual like video. It's just you had to see it so many times ripping open.
Yeah. You're just like
Courtney, put it on screen.
Sorry. Yeah, Courtney, put on the pussy tape.
And then you like request a cameo for this. My friend Sarah is deeply disturbed from seeing her mother's vagina so many times.
It's just some guy like sitting in a corner crying.
I'm going to do that.
Is it like when you see a photo album of like a house you lived in when you were like very young, you can barely remember?
Yeah, my mom's
like,
house.
Damn, it was like warm and it was nice and
damn, what's going on there, man?
I didn't have to pay taxes.
That place.
Couldn't see shit.
It's always really dark. I don't know what the fuck was up with that place.
There was a shithole next door.
Yo!
Can I tell my Vajingo story?
Tell your Vajingo story.
Oh yeah, what's your Vajingo?
It's not a very
Vajingo,
good one, but
Pachinko.
I remember there was like a. Looking back on it, it was like on the corner of this like the playground at my school. There was just a rock pit.
Pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, there was just pussy. No, it was like I don't know if it was like a sand pit, but it was just full of rocks. Like it was like a little, like they had like a wooden cornifier, like as though you had like a sand pit, but it was just like pebbles. So I don't know if you were meant to like play in it or
pit.
Yeah, it was a gravel pit, but I don't know what purpose it served. They just had I grew up in the country, so things were a bit different, I guess. But
right.
I just remember, this girl was for some reason showing everyone her pussy, and I was like out there, and I was
what
like,
the fuck?
We were like 7, like both of us. It happened. This was last week.
Is it legal
Someone
to remember
selling
this?
snake oil, just like, come on.
Pretty much, I don't know. I just remember like seeing a bunch of kids crowding around someone, so I went over to see what was up, and there was just a person. I was like, damn, I should look into this more.
I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to this.
I think I foresee myself getting really into this in the future.
When I hit puberty, definitely looking for more of this.
I was like the cousin giving you crypto advice. I went to my friends. I was like, this is gonna be big one day. Start researching now.
Invest in pussy coin. Trust me.
The foundation of this joke being like elementary school is like completely fucking up all of these punchlines for me. Like I do not enjoy it.
But
all right,
there's like an innuendo with each of these punchlines.
The gravel pit. The gravel pit was a Chekhov's gun. If anyone knows the writing vernacular.
The Russian.
So, but because I remember she like pulled her pants down, and there was a piece of gravel in it, and that was stuck in my head to this day. I visit that sometimes and think that was gross.
Well, yeah,
Anyway.
like as someone with a pussy, it's like, when you wipe your ass so many times, you get sprinkles down there because then the toilet paper flakes. So it's just like
I
a
get that
birthday
on
cake.
my butthole, so I feel that OD.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, so, but like, how often do women get gravel stuck in their vaginas? Is that like
in a natural setting? I'd say it's like it's probably it's like a yearly occurrence, like in a natural setting,
right?
Like,
if we were living how
you're going down to Chili's.
Yeah.
You're
in
going
Joe
down to Chili's,
Biden's America.
Some honey chipotle chicken crispers, and you look down like, hey, I got gravel in my pussy. This is crazy. I better go home and pull this out. Yeah.
Yo, I feel like this is a common one, but like I vividly remember for like the first few years of like my sentient life. So like once you get like 4 years old, it's like if I like it would be very rare, but if I ever heard someone say the word vagina, it would just like it couldn't register as anything else but China. It was like it would just be like they're just saying China. Did anyone else have that where it's just like China?
That's what Christian calls vagina. Like that's.
Oh damn it!
Wait,
Mother's China.
You say that, okay? So you're like your sentient life. It's like a weird phrase to think about. It's like I've been a virgin all my life. Like it's weird to like you wouldn't if you're like 10 years old like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't be like, oh my god, I'm a virgin. So I feel like you would start counting your virginity years like as soon as it becomes acceptable to have sex, as opposed to like, you're like if you're 12 years old.
It's assumed, right? But that isn't always the case, sadly.
Yeah, so like if you're like 17 and it becomes okay to have sex at like 13, you've been a virgin for 4 years because it's like why would you consider it before then?
Yeah.
It's something I think about.
Unless you watch the pussy tapes when you're like 2, and then you're like, "This is what I need. I need not this, not the one in the pussy tapes, but like
Wait, what's the pussy tapes?
Your mom's pussy tapes.
Your mom's pussy tapes.
Well, I didn't crave that as soon as I saw my mother's pussy. I wasn't like, all right, now I know what I'm about.
It wasn't like seeing like a Burger King commercial, like, damn, I need to get in there.
Yeah, like it was just like that's the hole that I came out of. Like I wasn't like, now I'm not a virgin, Like
I've seen the lights.
Don't think you have to think if you saw a video of your mother's vagina giving birth, you wouldn't be like, damn, I need to get amongst that. Wait, what?
Now I'm
sentient.
sentient.
Pussy tapes except for me? Do I have pussy tapes and I just don't know this? What's happening?
You're gonna call your mom and she's like, of course I've got them, son. They're locked away. You're like, no.
Here, I'll email you a DVD rip.
My mom watches them like so often. It's like, like when your mom like sends you like random photos, like occasionally she'll send me like the birthing video and I'll be like, stop. I am in therapy. Like, stop it.
Mom, I'm at the Aldi's buying grapes. Come on, I don't need to see this right now.
I don't want to see your bush right now. Leave me alone.
It's one of those things where you're like browsing Twitter and then someone fucking like retweets hentai and you're like, oh shit, like in public, but it's literally you.
Ah.
You have to announce someone around you. No, it's fine. It's me.
No, it's me. It's me. This is my debut. It's fine.
See, look, see?
This is based off of me. And they're like, I just want to buy diapers.
Do any others remember your first Vangino besides your own?
God, that's how this started.
Sarah or Andrew.
But mine was actually very similar to yours, Kudos. It was in
a gravel pit.
Surprisingly, no gravel pit, but it was in. I'm pretty sure it was either preschool or kindergarten. But yeah, it was like, there was like a weird thing where like just like my fellow student was just like, hey, look at
my
this.
fellow students.
It's like, all right, that's cool.
State of the pussy.
But what's funny is I always thought ever since I was a kid, not ever since, I know this now, but when I was a child up until like I don't even know how old, I thought women had ball sacks. So like
we do.
I thought ball sacks were just like a universal thing. Like, you know, the penis it can be, you know, you can
actually
take it or leave it.
That's fair, and I mean, Sarah, feel free for stand in here, but I definitely thought until I was like 12 that girls peed out of their butts. Like that was like just like a one and done. That's definitely what happens. Like I never thought otherwise.
I do have a nutsack and I do pee out of my ass, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Can you guys like you really gotta. We should have talked about this
like
off camera before you said all that.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Kudos, you just look like an asshole now.
Yeah, like for real. It's really insensitive.
Don't like sets it up and then steps aside from it.
What would a girl's ball sack even do, Doplex? So what did your brain?
I don't know. I literally
the same
in my head,
thing it does for everybody else.
Yeah,
hold your breast milk.
You punch it.
So now that I think about it, what does the
that's also that's what could be the difference. It could hold breast milk,
right?
Up until like this year, I thought women peed out of their vagina hole, and like I feel and people thought I was like a huge idiot for thinking that, but like I pee out of my cum hole, you know, like what the fuck? How could I? It's not that stupid to think that you can pee in the same hole.
There are 4 holes in the vagina, so like which one do you mean? Because like that's like a very broad term. James.
There's 3.
Wait, what?
There's 3 holes.
Yeah, there's 3 holes.
No, I think I've been fucking vagina deficient women.
Kudos,
like
Kudos made another one like a belt and a pocket knife.
Yeah.
Wait.
Just whittling one out. We need a lot more. We're gonna do some renovating.
Oh God, stop!
I don't want to talk about vaginas anymore. This is the Beef Boys. God damn it!
I was thinking about clapping the other day when I was at the tennis. I was like, man, this is like just the loudest noise you can make easily, consistently, and that's just why that caught on. Like, isn't that we just figured like, okay, you slap your 2 fucking stems together and that works.
Imagine like slapping your forehead, like pop.
Because you can sing louder, but you can only do that for so long.
I feel like we just applied clapping though. Like I don't think we discovered clapping for any reason. Like I just be hitting myself and like clapping and slapping and shit, you know? Clap, 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 slap, slap, slap.
Flapping and slapping, yeah.
It's kind of just an instinct.
When people say like your ass claps, is it your cheeks coming together or is it your cheeks hitting your thighs?
I think it's your cheeks coming. I saw a video recently of someone with such a fat ass that they could bounce in a way where their cheeks would fucking like make a loud clapping sound because they would.
Can you send me that, James?
Yeah, for sure.
This has been an epic episode.
It's been a slapper.
One of my favorite ones yet, honestly. This
is so good.
Fantastic.
Honestly, I wish I had thought of it. Well, we may, if you don't hate us, we'll have to have you back on sometime because I want to talk to you about growing up as a Christian so badly because I feel that is something that people who like us who have been through the ringer on that, it's just there's an endless amount of shit to talk about.
I would love to.
There's so much funny stuff.
As someone who had nothing to do with that, I find it so fascinating. It was one of the reasons I love Andrew's channel. It's just like it's so interesting being like, is that what it was like? Because it sounds so It sounds like some shit from like Lord of the Rings or something. It's like, no, this is like in a different planet.
Yeah.
Like this isn't real.
You say that, I'm literally paused with 15 minutes left in the Return of the King. And so, like, when I finish this right now, I'm going to watch the rest of it because I've been dying to watch
That's
it.
such...
Fuck yes.
That's a good way to end the night.
That is
I'm
epic.
so excited.
Sarah, which one is your favorite of the 3 Lord of the Rings?
I love the Two Towers so much because I like when the Gandalf like shows up like with the army, but also I love Return of the King because I love the elephants. Oh, sorry. No. I love the beacon scene when like all the beacons light up. It's so like orgasmic. Like it's just like fuck.
It really is a
God.
good sequence.
And it lasts like so long, and also you know that like every 2 guys stationed at the beacons have probably had sex at some point because they're just so fucking bored.
Dude, fuck yeah.
You
know,
would
they're
though,
like-
right? Like there's no one else around.
Dude,
like,
I remember
fuck,
thinking
what
that.
else?
They can
'cause
find a panda or something.
I've liked Lord of the Rings like, since I was like a fucking baby, and I remember like 12 or 13 when I was like coming of age. I was like, damn, like this one in the middle of the mountain with just 2 like. You gotta fuck.
You're
definitely
You're straight up like
definitely
fuck.
broke.
Like, it was
You
like-
break some backs.
Yeah, I've watched this
There
scene
was-
100 times, and like they fucked. It's
Yeah,
just
there was
a
literally-
fact.
There was literally like 3 snow-covered mountaintops where they lit the beacon. And I was like, you 2 motherfuckers are there like 90% of the year. You've definitely fucked. You guys
That
have like
shit
had
is
a
hard to
mountain
know.
moment. Yeah.
But to be fair, there might have been some female guards as well. You know, Lord of the Rings had a bit of a mixed
Feminism.
mixed
Yeah.
gender. So
True.
could have been could have been a guy and a girl. Could have been 2 girls. I don't know. They could, you don't know who lit those beacons.
All right, no, I have something new to think
all
about.
we know is they fucked.
All we know
100%
is
no
the
matter who it
beacons
was.
are lit, and it's pretty crazy that Tolkien like was so ahead of his time on the phrase "lit." Like he's like, "Yo, those beacons are fucking lit." Like,
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Can I just say,
Shit,
as
okay.
a Kiwi, watching Lord of the Rings is so like it's amazing, obviously, but it's so like
shit.
you can clearly like. I'm like, okay, that's in the North Island, and then it'll cut to like the next scene, which is still meant to be in the same area, and I'm like, that is on the other side of that's a different island. I've been there. You're messing up my immersion. Shut up!
Stop, crazy.
All of Rohan is like where I'm from, like all the shit where they're like running through the mountains or through the hills of Rohan, and I like used to drive through it twice a week.
Right?
So I'm like, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I used to be there. I know that.
That's crazy.
I've run from
fucking cool.
orcs before.
All right, well, sometime soon, Sarah will be back on to talk about Lord of the Rings and Christianity.
Tomorrow.
Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, I just want to I know that this episode's been a little hectic, but we are just so excited that
Yeah, for
you're
real.
here.
Yeah, no, we
we
were
get a little
very
nervous
excited.
around
You've been an amazing guest. I really appreciate you coming onto the podcast. I mean, I love that you like our podcast because I know we're really breaking a lot of ground with the 4 white guys having a podcast. I know that's like no one's ever done that before.
Hey, I'm a minority. What the fuck?
Wait, really?
What?
So let's Sarah. Fuck, I can't speak. Let's let
Those dope fix his brain.
Sarah. Where can people go
Yeah.
watch you if they want to put their eyeballs on
Sarah.com.
you? You just Google Sarah.
My YouTube channel, Sarah Schauer. My TikTok is Sarah Schauer. Everything is Sarah Schauer besides my podcast, which is Violating Community Guidelines, which comes out every Monday.
Check
Yeah.
that
We'll put all the
shit
links
out.
Check it
in
out.
the
It's a
description.
significantly better podcast.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a good
appreciate you
podcast.
coming
Significantly
down here.
funnier women.
Thank you so much for coming
All right.
on, Sarah.
Yes.
And now you can
Thank
go
you,
have a
sir.
shower.
That's funny because your last name. You get it?
Yeah.